I would like to introduce you to Jim. Jim is the typical IT CAD administrator of a company that does his best to keep control of the engineering software assets. He has sat through seminars on SAM, or Software Asset Management, and understands that it is the company's responsibility to be compliant. During a seminar, Jim remembers the consultant saying that engineering software is the third most likely software to be audited in a corporation. He starts to question whether he should have D3 perform a SAM engagement with his company, but instead decides to start implementing some of the SAM structure on his own. He has always kept great control of his installation software, and now does spot checks to verify everything is compliant. Months later, Jim receives a letter from his engineering software manufacturer requiring an audit of their software usage. Jim's still confident that they are compliant and starts the audit process. After 1 week of unscheduled man-hours, Jim is handed a bill for non-compliant software from the audit. What did the auditors find? The new intern had installed an education version of software. Fine $16,000. The Arizona Steel Division was sharing network licenses of 5 products that belonged to the Michigan Fabrication Division. Fine $36,000. A software suite that was converted to a different suite was still being used by R&D. Fine $10,000. Jim is now faced with presenting a big budget surprise of $62,000 to the executive team. They will be required to purchase all software found non-compliant. Let's rewind and see what this would have looked like if Jim would have chosen to let D3 complete a SAM engagement. D3 would have been able to lock out the engineering software audit team during the SAM engagement. Jim would have been able to use the same tools the audit group used to look for compliancy issues. D3 would have compiled all of the same data to determine the compliancy issues. Let's see how the D3 SAM engagement would have handled the non-compliances. After reviewing the documentation, D3 would have recommended the following. Remove the intern's educational software. Savings of $16,000. Change the ownership of the 5 network licenses and add a license server to the Arizona Steel Division. Savings of $34,500. Remove the old software suite that was converted. Savings of $10,000. Jim would have saved over $60,000 by not being required to purchase any additional engineering software the company didn't need. Which statement would best represent your thought if you were to be notified today of an audit? A. Great. I know we're not compliant. B. Well, I think we're compliant. C. No problem. I guarantee we're compliant. If you are in the 95% of the businesses that picked A or B, D3 can help. For more information on how D3 can help minimize your Autodesk compliancy risk, visit www.d3tech.net/SAM.